Attack on Tiago, and for today's video, I'll be previewing the Fall Anime 2022 season. Now, I'm alone today this time. Bomb has been busy and also has been keeping up with some anime, and he's joined me in the last few, but this time I'll be by myself. And I'm very excited because this has been, so far, an amazing year of anime. A lot of great choices, especially last season. There's a lot of good ones. But this season may be the most talked about season so far this year. There are so many titles to look forward to, so let's just jump right into it. The first one here on my anime list is the one that is the most popular. It is Chainsaw Man. Everybody's talking about Chainsaw Man. It is a very acclaimed manga. It is produced by MAPPA Studio, one of the most popular and also gorgeous productions, I'd say, for studios so far. Amazing animation. And for me, I've read the manga. I think it's a good manga. I'm very excited for this. I think there's been so much hype going into this series. The trailers look gorgeous. They look amazing. And because there's been so much hype, I really think MAPPA is going to do an amazing job adapting the source material and also just making sure the animation looks out of the park amazing. I'm really excited to see what they do with this. It's dark, the action is great, it's gritty. I'm really looking forward to Chainsaw Man and seeing what they do with it. Now, the next one on here is one I was not expecting to get a third season, and that is Mob Psycho 100, Season 3. I am super pumped for Mob Psycho 100. It is one of my all-time favorite anime series, and after the second season, I really thought it was done. The second season came out, I believe, maybe 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago. I was not anticipating a Season 3 to come out at all, and I'm so glad that it did, because I love Mob. I love Arataka Reagan, Body Improvement Club. I love the whole cast of Mob Psycho 100, and also the animation is just so unique and unlike any other animation in any other anime. I'm really looking forward to see the conclusion of Mob's story, as I believe this will be the ending. I don't believe there's any more source material probably left after whatever this season has, so I'm really looking forward to see what they do. I love Mob Psycho 100, and this is definitely one that I'll be watching week to week. Same with the next choice. Like I said, this season's going to be fire. This next one is Spy X Family Part 2. Now, Spy X Family came at us in the spring, and it took the anime world by storm. Everybody was talking about Spy X Family, especially the character Anya. Anya blew up the internet with her funny and quirky moments, and Spy X Family Part 2 is looking to continue that flair, that sweet comedy, and also just great family vibes. Now, I am a manga reader. I know what's coming next, especially with the dog that's on the poster, Bond. I am so excited to see what they do with Spy X Family Part 2, as Wit Studio did an amazing job with Season 1, and I think they'll do an amazing job with Season 2. I am really looking forward to this. So now I scroll down. The next one on here, in terms of popularity, is My Hero Academia Season 6. Now, I must say, I am not caught up on My Hero Academia. I did not finish Season 5, and I have not read the manga for My Hero Academia. So, I don't know what's coming in My Hero Academia Season 6. I do want to read the manga at some point, since I have heard actually good things later on, but as of now, I have not finished My Hero Academia Season 5. So I really have no inkling right now to watch My Hero Academia Season 6. But who knows? Maybe if I run out of things to watch, or I actually come up to the manga, I'll come back to this, watch it, and I'll have to let you guys know then later on. But as of now, I'm probably not going to be watching My Hero Academia Season 6 for a while. Now, the next one on here is a big one. I am shocked that when this got announced that this was still going on. This is Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War arc. Now, Bleach has been around for a while. It is one of the big three. It's a very, very popular shonen anime, and the last episode I think appeared almost a decade ago. So I cannot believe that they are finally continuing this. Fingers crossed that they do the same with Hunter x Hunter, because I really want to see what comes after Hunter x Hunter. But this is a big deal. Now, I watched Bleach a while ago, and I skipped through a lot of the filler arcs and the arcs that I looked online that were bad. So I need a refresher to see how really Bleach ended, so that I can continue on to this. But I'm actually looking forward to this one. I'm really curious to see what they do, since it's been, like I said, about a decade since the last Bleach episode. So I'm really curious to see how they continue it, and also what they do with the characters in this new adaptation. But the next one is one that I am super excited for. Probably, in terms of sequels, right after Mob Psycho 100, this is my next one I'm most anticipating. This is To Your Eternity, second season. To Your Eternity came out last year, season 1, and blew me away. I loved To Your Eternity. It was my second favorite anime of the year last year. And season 2 is coming, and I am so ready for the emotional damage, the world building, and the journey of Fushi. This was a great anime, amazing storytelling, very powerful emotionally, and oh my goodness, I'm so excited to see what they do in To Your Eternity season 2. Because yeah, this caught me off guard last year. I was anticipating it, but I didn't know how good it was going to be. So I'm ready to see what they do with this, because like I said, it was amazing last year. Now, scrolling down the list, next one is one that's also very popular. That's Blue Lock. And I have actually read the manga for this. I am not up to date, but I'm pretty damn close. And this is a lot of other people's favorite manga, or one of their favorite mangas. I know they're very excited for Blue Lock, and so am I. Blue Lock was an amazing read. It was very fast-paced, likable characters, and a good sports series, honestly. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with the Blue Lock anime. Now, earlier this year, Aoashi, which was another soccer football anime, came out, and I really like that one. But I have to say, I think Blue Lock's going to blow it out of the water. Even though I really did like Aoashi, I think Blue Lock is going to be so damn good. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with this one. Now, the next one on here is Osakichan, second season. I did not watch season 1. Do I ever plan on watching season 1? No. Do I ever plan on catching up on the material at all? No. So am I going to be watching season 2 then? No. So should we move on? Yes. So bye Osakichan. The next one on here instead is The Eminence of Shadow. I am very hyped for this one. This is one that I know very little of, but the source material is very acclaimed. And from the trailer, I've seen the trailers multiple times. This looks awesome. I'm really looking forward to see what they do with this. This is really cool, really awesome. I think it might be an isekai as well. So it's a really interesting take on the isekai genre from everything that I've seen. My one thing that I'm a little worried on is the studio. Studio Nexus is responsible for not the best anime. The two most probably noticeable or popular anime that Studio Nexus is responsible for are Chivalry of a Failed Knight and Darwin's Game. That is not the company you want to be a part of at all. But who knows? Studio Nexus could blow it out of the water and also just make this its known anime, because right now those other two animes is not what we want to be known for as a studio. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this one. I'm going to be watching it week to week when it comes out until it gets bad and then I drop it, but I really think it's going to be really good. So I'm going to be watching it week to week, and I hope it lives up to my expectations because they're quite high. Now the next one on here is, I believe, Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. I may have butchered the title. This is third season. I've not seen any of the previous seasons. I believe season 2 came out last year in 2021, but I did not know it was this popular to even warrant a third season, or even have this much source material to have a third season. So this is not one I'll be watching at the moment, unless I do watch season 1 and season 2, and if I do like it, then I'll continue on. But if it's this popular, I bet there's many people that are really looking forward to this. I just am not one of them. I'm sorry at the moment if that may disappoint you, but hey, the 3rd season, good for it to keep going, and also have this much popularity to keep going as well. But I'm going to move on, since again, that is one that I will not be watching at the moment, to one that I'm actually really curious on. Now, this is Urusei Yatsura, and it says 2022, and it says that for a reason, because this is actually a remake of a series that came out in the 80s. Yes, you heard that right. Urusei Yatsura originally came out in the 1980s, and they're bringing it back in 2022 as a remake. Now, the old 1980s series, I've actually heard solid things about. So I'm really curious to see what they do with this. The animation, it looks, again, very old, but stylized to be up to date with now. You can sort of tell, it's very odd, I will say. Like, the character models, you can tell it's old, but the animation looks clean. So I'm really curious to see what they do with this. It's set for 46 episodes. That's so many episodes. But again, the concept I think is really cool. And also, it is one that was popular in the 80s. So I'm really curious to see what they do with this in a new and present day. Now, the next one on here is another isekai. There's going to be a few isekais on here that I'll be talking about. But this one is Reincarnated as a Sword. There's been so many reincarnation anime, and I think it's just funny that they're making its way down the list of objects that you can reincarnate into. And this one is a sword. But I will say, I've heard solid things about the light novel from a few people. The trailers look solid for this, and you know what? It could be good. So I'm definitely going to be trying this one out. I'm really looking forward to seeing if it is good and if it's original, because I will say the isekai genre has been played out so much that a lot of isekai anime nowadays just aren't original or fresh. But last season we got Uncle from Another World, and that was really unique. That was, in a way, a spoof of the isekai genre, which was really nice to see. So I'm really looking forward to see what Reincarnated as a Sword brings to the isekai genre. Now, scrolling down, next one on here is the 2nd season of Conte Collection Cancel. I've never heard of this, so I haven't seen season 1. I don't even know what this is about, honestly. So I will not be watching this, but it's got a solid amount of people looking forward to it, so it must be somewhat popular. But again, I have not seen season 1 or even heard of this anime, so I will not be watching it. But one I will be watching is Golden Kamuy 4th season. Golden Kamuy is one that I think is very underrated nowadays. Season 1 had a bit sloppy CGI, I will say, especially with a bear, and that may have given it a bad rep. But honestly, past that, Golden Kamuy is a great series. I really like Golden Kamuy. 3rd season came out 2 years ago in 2020, and really caught me off guard. Really liked 3rd season. It was probably the best season of the 3 so far. So really looking forward to seeing what they do with 4th season. It's a great historical anime. Really good concept too about the inmates with the tattoos on their backs, and the tattoos on their backs leading to gold. I'm really looking forward to 4th season. This is a good series. So I'm glad to see that it's on here and at least has some popularity. Next one on here is Shinobi no Itoki. Now, I watched the trailer for this, and I will have to say, it did not excite me that much. I think the concept's really cool. How the main character finds out that he's actually the heir to a ninja clan, and that he's in the middle, basically, of this ninja war between the 2 clans. It's a good concept, for sure. But I will say the trailer did not egg me on to watch it. It felt pretty bland. The animation didn't do it for me. And also the studio is a studio that I am not familiar with it by any means. So this is one that I may check out if it gets good reviews, but it's not one that I'm really anticipating at the moment. So I'll scroll down to one that I actually will be watching. This is I'm a Villainous, so I'll be taming the final boss. And the title alone actually sounds really cool. I watched the trailer for this. Sort of reminds me a little bit of Sleepy Princess and the Demon Castle kind of vibes. and I think it could be good. I think it's going to be a light-hearted comedy fantasy anime that I think will be quite enjoyable. Now, I think it also bears a lot of resemblance to a few other series that I think also are quite good. So this is one that I will definitely be keeping my eye on because I think it could be an enjoyable, fun, sort of cute anime. And again, some of those series are good for a good change of pace. So I'll be watching this one, or at least keeping my eye on it. So these next two I'm not familiar with, so I'll keep moving on. And I'll move on to this one. This is another isekai anime, and it's being known as the farm anime. It is, I may butcher the title, and I'll put the title on screen if I do butcher it. It is, I raised my farming skill. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to click on it. Screw it. Here it is. I somehow became stronger by raising farming-related skills. And in all seriousness, I'm actually going to be watching this. This is what I mean by, for an isekai genre, it bringing something unique to the table. It's a farm-related isekai where the main character is super overpowered and he's a farmer. It could be quite boring because I know that concept probably sounds boring, but at the same time, I think it's kind of memey in a way because it's a farmer. Al Wayne the farmer throwing potatoes that are basically nukes at creatures. I will be watching this unless it gets really bad, which it very well could be, but I think it could be quite enjoyable. And you know what? It's unique for the isekai genre, so I'll give it props to that. I'm not familiar with what this next one is. This could be another isekai because it is a fantasy series, so I'll move on. Peter Grill's second season will not be watching. This one is interesting. I believe it's called like Raven in Chambers? Raven of the Inner Palace. I don't really know much about it, and I don't think I really know much about the manga either. Could be good. Could be a sleeper. I'm not quite sure, honestly. Not really familiar with some of these other ones. Let's keep scrolling down. Yo Mushu Pedal, I'm shocked there's a 5th season coming out for that. I've heard about this one for a while. It's a Viking anime, but not quite sure. That might be it in terms of the actual series that I am familiar with. Oh, they're making this Berserk Memorial Edition, I believe, is going to be a combination of the three Golden Age arc movies, which I was not the biggest fan of. They really need to remake Berserk. Please do, because Berserk is amazing, and no anime has really done it justice yet. Now, I'm going to keep scrolling down. I think we're done with the series. But we need to move to the movies, because there's 3 movies I need to talk about. And let's start with the first one. This is That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime movie. Now, I'm unsure if this is a continuation of where Season 2, Part 2 left off, or if it's its own movie. Sort of like what My Hero Academia has been doing. But I will be watching this. I do like That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime. I think it's one of the best isekai anime to have come out recently, and I really want to see what they do with the movie, and especially if it's continuation, then I have to watch it because it is a good series, and if it's continuation, I really want to see what happens next because it sort of felt like, in a way, a big arc ended after Season 2 Part 2 with the defeat of Clayman, so looking forward to seeing what they do next with Rimuru and the village. Now, the next one is one that everybody listening to this should be anticipating. This is Susame no Tojimari. Now, why is it that everyone should be anticipating this one, or at least keeping their eyes on this one? Well, this is the same director of Your Name and Weathering With You, and also has music done by Radwimps. You heard that right. Radwimps, and also Your Name and Weathering With You. Those are 2 of the most acclaimed standalone movies that are not continuations of other anime. Those are 2 of the most acclaimed and popular movies. And there's another movie coming out from the same director. I believe it's the same studio, and also has Radwimps attached to it, which Radwimps was attached to the last 2 movies. I am really looking forward to this one. I think it's going to be great. It's a fantasy anime. I have not looked much into it because I want to go in as blind as I can be. I think this is going to be quite good. And then the last movie that I'll be talking about is Sword Art Online Progressive second movie. Now, I didn't see the first one. I know there's someone who's been egging me on to watch it, as they are a huge Sword Art Online fan. But I haven't watched it yet. It's on my plan to watch list. And when I watch it, I'll watch the second movie. Well, everyone, that is it for the anime that I'm really looking forward to. I believe there's nothing else. Yeah, there's nothing else. So those are the anime that I've covered that I'm looking forward to, or at least know about, in this fall 2022 season. This is a huge season. There's a lot that could be really, really good and very memorable and lasting for multiple years. The ones I'm most excited for, obviously Chainsaw Man, Mob Psycho 100 Season 3, Spy X Family Part 2, To Eternity Second Season, Blue Lock, Eminence of Shadow. Those are probably the ones I'm most hyped for. And you know what? Also, the Farm Isekai. Screw it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I love making these, and like I said, I'm a huge anime fan and really looking forward to watching a lot of these anime. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And also comment down below which anime you are most looking forward to. I really want to know how many people say Chainsaw Man. And if you haven't yet, please do check out the community Discord server, Attack on Tiago Community. The link to it is in the description below. I am Tiago with Attack on Tiago, and I hope you all have a nice day.